Learn to root online in the comfort of your own home. Go at your own pace with unlimited access. Visit the RebornArtistStudio.com for more information. West Coast Doll Show, brought to you by Janie Scott, February 28th to March 1st, 2026 at the Doubletree Hotel, Ontario, California. Visit westcoastdollshow.com for more information. This podcast is brought to you in part by Caroline Doherty's Doll Art Shop. Visit dollartshop.com for all your silicone supplies and much, much more.
Hi everyone, I'm Lizbeth Devlin from the Reborn Artist Studio.
Hi guys, this is Janie Scott.
And welcome to another edition of Reborn Rap.
Welcome.
Janie, what have you been up to, sister?
I have been super busy with these 3 little babies that just stare at me all day and take me back to when my girls were baby triplets as well. So I've been working on those. How about you?
I'm finishing up my last custom order because I've decided to take a break from custom orders. And I don't know, I just feel like really bogged down with a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. But, you know, making progress and hope to get back into the swing of things. So
good.
But we have a good show coming up. I did want to talk a little bit about our sponsor, who is Caroline Doherty. If you haven't watched Caroline Doherty, she has an incredible YouTube channel on YouTube. And she teaches painting. You can also pay for her subscription. And she had a store before, I believe. I don't know if she closed the store down or she put it on one side, but she has, I'm going to say, reopened the store. And it's basically a one-stop shop if you are a silicone artist. She might have other things there too, but everything you need. I mean, you know, when you become a silicone artist, you often have to buy this from here and buy this from there. But Caroline's got everything. She's got... she produces, she's got her sculpts, she's got all of the paints, matting powders. I mean, I'm just trying to think, anything that you need to create a reborn doll, she has it. And she's actually based in the UK. I know, I wish we had something out here in the US, like just a one-stop shop. So anyone's listening out there, we need a one-stop shop for...
It's kind of hard when you're out there looking for the pigments when you're starting silicone and you're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And I did go check out her store, but I was like, oh man.
And actually, if you go to Caroline's page, she actually has a fantastic giveaway. So check her out and check out her giveaway, and let's support Caroline Doherty's store.
Yeah, let's go support her. And if you're stuck in the U.S. and you're looking for matting powder, the best place to find some matting powder that I love is at Truborns. So they have a really good matting powder for silicone.
Yeah, I really like that matting powder. It's in I was telling somebody this the other day. It's in a really nice little container. So if you own silicone and you want to just dry mat a baby, you're not going to waste a lot because of the nice container it's in. But yeah, check out Bobbi's matting powder. And then I have a little bit of an update. So several months ago, we interviewed Susan Gibbs on the show. And while she was on the show, she talked about a movie that was coming out, and her dolls were used in the movie. And she wasn't allowed to tell us the name of the movie or who had directed it. She actually signed an NDA, so she wasn't allowed to say anything about it. So she was kind of teasing everybody. But the movie I believe it was released in August. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. It was released in Germany first. The movie is Eden. I've seen the clips and the previews. I don't know. It looks kind of gross, gruesome, but you've got a real top line of cast. I mean, you've got Sidney Shelley, you've got Anna de Armas, and the wonderful Judd Law.
Yep.
So if you want to watch the movie's called Eden, directed by Ron Howard. And you'll get to see Susan Gibbs' fabulous work. She actually created 2 babies. She created a brand new newborn, and then one that I think was a couple of months older. I think about 4 months old. So check that out. We'll actually put a link in the comments if you want to go and watch the movie. And check it out.
Yeah, go check that out. And then we have some upcoming doll show news. So the Yophi's doll show is coming up in November if anybody's looking for something around Christmas time to go to. It is November 15th and 16th. Classes are earlier in the week. I know that they have Ping Lao as their honored guest, and she's one of my favorite sculptors because she does toddlers, and you know me and toddlers, I just love them. So if you're looking to meet Ping Lao, she will be at the Yophi Doll Show in November.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, and we'll have a link in the comments. Check out the Yophi Doll Show and see if there's any availability in those classes. So, Janie, you know I love to root. It's the most relaxing thing I do. I know people laugh at me because they're like, how is that relaxing? But but it is. I love rooting. It's really relaxing. But I always root the same color. Okay, I always root a dark brown because I'm half blind. Even after having surgery on my eyes, I'm half blind. But I did do a blonde baby recently. But I have to talk about Laurie Blomquist. She has got Laurie's special deliveries. She does a lot of red-headed babies. I wanted to show these babies on here.
You know.
My God, look at these babies.
Yes.
They are absolutely incredible. Look at that hair.
Yes.
And for anybody that doesn't root, the lighter the hair, the harder it is to root, and the more cross-eyed you're likely to go trying to root it. It takes a lot of patience because you've got that light hair on a lighter color head, and it's just hard sometimes to see. And then, of course, the finest hair that you could root with is alpaca. Yep. So, glutton for punishment, alpaca, red-headed alpaca. I mean... Look at these babies.
They're amazing.
And you know, it's funny because we were talking about this last week. Last episode, we were talking about prototype artists. And I think Laurie's a perfect example. Can you believe she's never had a prototype?
No. And that red hair, you know, I'm a fan of red hair. So her pictures are amazing. She does a really good job.
Yeah. So it's really about getting yourself out there as well. But her, I mean, she is up there. She really is. So... if we have any producers or any sculptors out there who want to make Laurie's dream come true, she would love to be a prototype artist. And she's got it all. She's a nice lady. There's no controversy on her page. She does amazing work. And her photographs are killers. And she posts pictures all the time. So I'm going to put a link in the comments if you want to reach out to Laurie. But make Laurie's dream come true because she definitely would love to be a prototype artist, and I think she's really, really earned it too.
She's really good. I love that red hair, though, and she does a lot of her babies in red hair, so I love it.
Gorgeous.
And then we also have Table Talk coming up with Bobbi Barfoot with Traveling with Babies, so let's go check that out.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. This is Bobbi. Today we're going to be talking about traveling with your reborns. So whether you're headed to a doll show, visiting family, or just going on vacation with one of your dolls, here's some do's and don'ts of traveling with your dolls to keep them safe and keep you aware of what to expect. If you plan to travel by air, there are two ways to do that. You can either put them in your checked luggage or bring them as a carry-on. Either one of those is going to be a slightly different process. Let me explain. If you plan to put your baby in your checked bag, that's the bag that the airline takes from you and puts under the plane. To keep your baby safe during travels, make sure you wrap your baby in a lightly colored blanket, remove any pacifiers or accessories or anything that could damage the vinyl, and then wrap it in bubble wrap. Make sure you tape it up so it doesn't slip out during your flight. Get yourself a couple very small Ziploc bags. Inside one, put some polyfill, and inside another, a little sample of glass beads. This helps TSA understand what's inside the doll. Also be sure to include a note. Let them know it's an art doll, to handle it with care, and that those sample bags are what's inside the doll. That way they're not tempted to try to open it. I travel often with dolls in my checked bags, and I've never had an issue. If you plan to bring your baby as a carry-on, the process is slightly different. Make sure you bring an extra blanket, because when you lay your baby in the scan bin, you want to make sure not to put it directly in the bin because those bins can be dirty from other people's belongings. So you lay your baby in the bin, it's going to get scanned, and more than likely it's going to get flagged. But don't worry. When they pull your doll aside, they're going to ask if it's yours. Just say yes. Let them know it's an art doll if they could please be careful. They're going to take a dry swab. They're going to rub the different areas of the doll, possibly the face, where the arms and legs connect, and maybe some places on the cloth body. At that point, they're going to run it through their machine. They're just making sure your doll's not stuffed with anything illegal, and then you'll be on your way. It's usually no big deal. Once you're safely on the plane, some airlines may ask you to keep your doll in the carry-on, either stowed underneath the seat or in the overhead bin. Some will let you get them out and sit them on your lap. That's always fun because the stewardesses and fellow passengers usually get a kick out of these dolls. I personally travel with my baby in one of Susan Gibbs' bassinet bags, and I love it. It keeps my baby safely tucked inside, and it fits under the seat so I can keep my baby with me at all times. If you plan to travel by car, make sure you don't put your baby in the direct sunlight or in the extreme heat. Vinyl is susceptible to high temperatures, so you want to be very careful, and the sunlight can cause sun damage over time. If you do get out of the car, make sure to either take the doll with you, cover it up, or put it in your trunk. That way it's not exposed and visible. That's for 2 reasons. 1, you don't want it to get stolen, and 2, you don't want the police breaking your window thinking you left a child in the car. Yes, that has happened. Most of all, just enjoy your travel buddy. If you've got a long road trip, it's nice to have some company. Here's some travel tips for the different mediums. For silicone, I recommend you bring a small jar of matting powder and a little brush to do touch-ups in case your baby gets any slightly shiny spots from handling or dressing. For vinyl, I recommend not traveling your doll in dark clothing or blankets. That includes socks and things because the color can transfer onto the vinyl. Also, be sure not to leave your doll in any area that's really humid or damp. This can cause an issue with mold growth. So make sure to keep your baby in a temperature-controlled environment. Traveling with your dolls can be so much fun. It's a great way to gain exposure for yourself and your business, but it's also a fun way to spread knowledge of the art. Be sure to talk to people about buying authentic as well. I hope you have happy travels with your dolls. Thank you for watching, and please reach out to me on Facebook or by email and let me know what other topics you'd like me to talk about. I'll see you next time on Table Talk. Bye, everyone.
Really fun. You know, I've never traveled with a Reborn, and I always thought, oh, it's just common sense. But I guess I don't have any common sense because there were so many things in that segment that I would never have thought of doing. That was really interesting.
No, it was really good. And I travel with Reborns all the time, you know, so people see me out and about with them all the time traveling. So yeah, it's definitely not as hard as people think. Just be prepared and do what you got to do to get through TSA.
So many people go to doll shows and pick up a doll, and they're bringing a doll home. So, and some of these, these dolls are valuable, especially if you're bringing home some silicone. So, those tips were phenomenal.
Very good tips. Very good tips. Especially if you're traveling back from the Yophi in the next few weeks. You're going to definitely want to watch those tips.
Yep. Wonderful. So what's next, Janie? What's on the board?
What's next? We have our giveaway.
Oh.
Listen, ladies. Listen, Lindas. Listen, Lindas.
Listen.
You guys all did amazing. And pretty much I didn't have to repeat anything. Everybody did the steps to win the giveaway. It was really, really nice. I had a ton of notifications, which was really, really nice. So just know I looked at everybody's notifications.
And we also checked the YouTubers as well. So, because I know some people don't have Facebook. So we do go, well, I should say we, because Janie does But I can take credit for it, right?
Yeah, sure. Just take it. No, I went and made a whole list after I compiled and made sure that everybody followed the steps because I always cross-check everything.
She does.
And
No sneaky business.
I'm like Santa. I check the list twice, you know. But yeah, so we've got a winner, and I want to announce the winner on here. But man, you know, that's a great kit that she's going to be getting, and I really hope that she just loves her. I think she will. She had posted she loved her. So
I do love that kit. Yeah. Wonderful.
It's a really, really nice kit.
All right, don't hold us in suspenders.
Should I suspense? Let me see. I'll give parts of the name. I'm going to do parts. Let me drag it out a little bit. Let's see. The first part of her name is Auntie. Ooh, who goes by Auntie in the Reborn world, right? The second part of her name is Nellie. So it's Auntie Nellie, and I believe her full first name is Chanel. So
wonderful.
Yeah, so Auntie Nellie is our winner, and she had some beautiful dolls in her images on her profile as well. So I was really excited when I pulled her name. I went and looked at her and see to make sure I could contact her, and yeah, so I'm really excited for her to win. Edith.
Yeah, I've seen her post actually too. So congratulations. Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing the podcast and subscribing and doing all the fun stuff. And that kit will be coming out to you soon. I think, Jenny, you'll be reaching out to her, right?
Yep, I'll be reaching out to her. So she'll have heard from me by the time this is aired. So yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So congratulations again.
Yay, winner.
So Jenny, tell us who we have coming up on our next show.
I'm really excited. So I've been following her for quite a while. I love all her YouTube videos. I love watching her interact with people. And it is Christina of the Reborn family.
Okay, and she has a YouTube channel, right?
Yes, she has a YouTube and she has Instagram. She has everything, but I usually follow her on YouTube.
Fantastic. So we will be having her, we'll be interviewing her for November 1st episode. And stay tuned because November 15th, we have a special show coming up. We are going to, since it's coming up to Christmas season, we are going to do safe shopping. We have, Bobbi will be doing her little segment of table talk, and then we'll also be talking about some things to help you avoid being scammed and just kind of things to look out for if you're shopping for a Reborn.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely looking forward to that episode.
Yeah, and then we wanted to do audience participation. So we want you to go to our Facebook page, and we want you to shout out to your Reborn bestie. So I know that this community is amazing, and that often we meet people from all different states and all different parts of the world. So give a shout out to one of your besties. What should it be one? Yeah. One bestie.
Your number one bestie.
Yeah, your number one bestie, that person that you talk to and say, oh my gosh, I screwed up. I've got too much blue on my kit. Help. But I have a little bit of a story here, okay? And this is kind of how this community is, all right? So as most of you know, I'm an old chick. I live by myself. I don't know a lot of people around here, and my kids are all in different states. So on Thursday morning, I went to get into my car, and I had the worst flat tire I have ever had. I mean, this wasn't like a slow leak. This was a flat tire. So my car is stuck in my garage. It's just, my AAA had expired. It was just one of those days where I should have stayed in bed. So I called up Janie, my bestie, and I'm like, oh, Janie, I've got a flat tire. I don't know what to do. And Janie, who has got, how many kids you got? 6?
7.
7 kids, sorry. Oh,
7.
This one. So Janie, who's got 7 kids, she said, wait a minute, you're in Fort Worth, right? And I said, yeah. She said, I have a son in Fort Worth. I'm telling you, her son came out to help me. He was an absolute gem. Let me tell you what this kid did. Okay, his name's John. Let me tell you what this kid did. Okay, he's 31. He's big, 6'4". He's got a smile that goes from ear to ear. He's really jolly and upbeat and happy. So he comes out, he changes, puts on my spare for me, which was a full-size spare. And most people would have been like, bye, good luck. Not John. John tells me, okay, let's go to the garage. We're going to put some air in the tire. And he's like, I'm going to follow you to I was going to a dealership to get some new tires. I'm going to follow you to the dealership. He follows me to the dealership. I mean, he's right behind my car in case anything happens. We get there, and he negotiates with the guy to make sure that I don't get ripped off. And I am blown away by this kid. He was like, I mean, not all heroes have a cape. And John saved the day. And I would not have met John if I hadn't met you, Janie. And this just, again, a part of this community and how close we become with these people that we, spend time with on the internet, but we don't actually get to meet them except for, maybe the doll shows and stuff. But John, if you're watching this, man, you are just, I can't say enough about you. I really can't. I mean, talking about you non-stop, so your ears are probably burning, but I wanted to just mention this on the podcast because it's community. It's part of that community. And thank you, Janie.
You're welcome. He's a really good kid. So, like I told you, any state you're going to try to move to, just let me know ahead of time so I could see what kid lives there. Because they're kind of all over the place.
Yeah. And seriously, if John moves, I'm going to have to move state too.
He called me so excited after he met you, and he was like, yeah, Mom, I invited her to come watch the football game with me, and we can have margaritas. And he's getting married in June, and I'm pretty sure you're getting a wedding invitation at this point. So
he's just lovely. He's so excited about getting married, and I think I'm going to be able to meet he calls her his wife, maybe tonight or something, because he's coming back
Lauren.
to my house. He's actually coming back to my house to put brake pads on my car. I mean, does it get any better than this? I mean, seriously. Yeah. So, and that is a kid who has been raised really well. So, kudos to you and your hubby for that.
Thank you. A lot of hard work.
Thank you, John. So, as we say every week, we have a live premiere coming up. So make sure you join us. Hit that subscribe button, and hit the alert, because if you hit that alert, you're going to get a notification that the live premiere is coming up. And like we say, we have so much fun because we chit chat on there. Everybody fights for crowns, and if you don't know what a crown is, it's because you haven't watched the live premiere. And then also too, don't forget to subscribe, just so you know that if you subscribe, it helps us and it doesn't cost you anything. It allows us to keep the podcast going, and we really want to keep this going. I know a lot of you really enjoy it, and we enjoy doing it, don't we, Janie?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's so much fun. I get to see you, I get to talk. I like to talk, so we're good.
Yeah, it's good. And we can keep doing those giveaways, so make sure you keep us going by subscribing.
Yep, hit the subscribe button.
Okay. All right, Missy.
Heck yeah, you ready?
It's that time. Are you ready? I don't think
there's no delay. Let me see.
I don't
Hold
think
it
so.
up. Hold it up. Let me see.
Are we allowed to practice? That's kind of cheating, isn't it?
We'll still mess it up.
And it's not easy, so guys, don't make fun of us.
Yeah. Okay, let's hold it at the same level. Okay, let's try that. You ready?
Reborn Rap, that's a rap.
Oh, you terrible. You're so behind.
No, we got it.
Do you think we got it?
We did on mine, so maybe there is a delay.
Mine went down way before yours, and then you were like slow motion.
What were you waiting for? I was like, Reborn Rap, that's a rap.
Let's do it again.
Let's
do it one more time. Let's see if we catch it on this. Don't catch your nose. Ready?
Just go. All right.
Okay, ready? Reborn Rap.
Reborn
That's
Rap.
a rap.
That's a rap. What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for the word rap to come through.
Okay. Third time's the charm.
Okay.
Reborn Rap. That's a rap. I think we're delayed.
I think we're delayed. We're delayed.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching and joining us. Don't forget to join us next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Watch us on the premiere. And stay safe out there.
Stay safe. Be kind.